Hey guys, so today I'm going to be looking at more Am I Wrong stories. So yeah, let's just get right into the video. 10 years ago, my fiance left me a few weeks before our wedding. We grew up in a small town. We were friendly, went to the same school, but we were never in the same clique. She was one of the popular kids and I wasn't. A few years after college, I moved back home when my dad got sick. I found a job in my field about 45 minutes away from home. I would help take my dad to his chemo appointments. It was during one of those appointments I ran into my ex. She was now working at the hospital. One day while waiting, I asked her out. It turned out we shared a lot of the same interests. It seemed like our relationship was going great. About a year or so into dating ex, I moved into a rented house together. The following year, I proposed. We began looking for a house. Ex always wanted to live in her grandparents' house on a lake near our town. Her family was forced to sell a house when her grandparents died because of an inheritance dispute. 6 months before our wedding, a chance event happened. The couple who bought her grandparents' lake house had grown tired of the snowy winters. It took some work and nearly all of my savings, but I was able to buy her dream house. It was going to be my surprise wedding present, so I didn't dare tell her or anyone in her family my plans. A month before our wedding, ex and her friends went to Miami for her bachelorette party. I am not sure all of what happened there, but part of me doesn't really want to know. But I do know her high school boyfriend was there. When she got back from the trip, she broke down and confessed she was afraid to get married and wanted to call it off. It was a mess. She later moved to Florida and eventually married her high school boyfriend. I ended up moving back to the city for an amazing job. In the meantime, I still had the lake house. With the help of my mum and dad, we started to fix up the lake house. It took a few years. My mum and dad would look after the contractors while I was in the city. Having the house was perfect when everything locked down. I was able to escape the city and work remotely from the lake house. I now live here full time and work remotely. This summer, we had a 4th of July at the lake house. My sister-in-law used photos from the lake this summer in her Christmas card. One of those cards made it to ex's cousin. The cousin recognized the house. The Saturday before New Year's, ex's mother and sister were at my front door. After pleasantries and answering the initial questions, they made an offer to buy it. I refused. They were not happy. A few days, I got a long text from ex. This was the first time in about 9 years she has talked with me. She called me an ass for keeping this from her. Her family is blaming her for losing the house again. She then asked me to sell. I still had no intention to sell. Now her and her family are complaining on social media that this is some sort of revenge. Pfft. Like seriously, instead of arguing about this, maybe you should ask your daughter if she has some morals. She literally went away on her bachelorette party and she comes back and breaks up with this guy and then later moves away and marries her high school boyfriend who was at the bachelorette party. And how is it this guy's fault? He literally bought the house for her and she chose to break up with him so she doesn't get the house. I mean, if she was still together with him, that house is hers. It actually would be better if this guy posted this whole post on Facebook and let other parents know what happened. My friend June brought her 8-year-old son Steven over to my house today. June and I were chatting over a cup of tea when there was a scream from the kitchen and we rushed to find that Steven had tried to eat a whole macadamia nut with a shell. For context, the nut is a white nut surrounded by the hardest and most smooth chocolate-looking shell you've ever seen. He'd obviously thought it was chocolate and tried to eat it from a closed Tupperware container on the kitchen island. I was going to crack them with a hammer later. My friend first told off Steven for eating something obviously not meant for him and took him to emergency dental, where she later learned he has a crack on one of his molars and it was apparently quite bad. Apparently, as it's still his first set of teeth, they would just be pulling it out, but she wants me to pay for at least half as it was my macadamia and it was on the kitchen island and accessible. Hello? If she wants to go by that logic, then the mum is at fault for not watching her kid. You know, you brought your kid over to someone's place, you better be watching them. So are you telling me if the kid grabbed a knife and stabbed someone, it would be this person's fault? And at that age, you should be teaching your kid to always ask before they can eat anything. Alright? My sister has been on and off and out of the hospital. I'm going to call my sister Anna. Anna got cancer when she was 15 and was able to beat it. Ever since she has been having growths and anytime one appears, we are worried about the cancer coming back. My issue is that she always makes these announcements that she needs to go to the doctors again at the worst time. At the beginning, I thought it was just bad timing, but it has happened so many times when I hit a milestone. My graduations, my birthdays, my engagement party. Anytime she makes an announcement, she needs to go back to the hospital and my whole family will flock to her. I've had my birthday dinner turn into my relatives flocking to her for the whole night. I had a dinner party to announce my wedding date for my relatives. It was going so great and it was a fun time until Anna told mum she needs to go back to the hospital. Soon, everyone forgot about the reason for the dinner party and it was quiet. My aunt even stepped in to do a pray for Anna. Another event was taken over. I went low contact with her after that. She was invited to the wedding, and it is in 2 weeks. I learned today she's in an on and off in a wheelchair for my mum and Anna. She will need to take it just in case for the wedding. I asked if the rest of the family was informed, and she told me no. I told both of them they need to inform them. They told me they don't want to worry them and won't do that. I had enough and told them you need to tell them before my wedding. Again, a no. I then informed them Anna is not invited. This started a huge argument about how I'm an ass, and my point is that I'm sick of her stealing the spotlight. That's what will happen if she rolls in with a wheelchair. Wow. Damn. I guess this person just had every spotlight stolen from them, that they're just over it. I mean, I don't understand why Anna can't tell family. Like, it's way better to tell everyone before the wedding than for them to find out during the wedding, right? Because then they're going to be like, oh my god, what's wrong? What's wrong? Are you okay? What happened? It'll be better to tell them before the wedding. If she's just going to roll in with a wheelchair, everyone's going to be so worried. Like, yeah, I get it. I totally get it. Well, that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Tell me in the comments down below what your thoughts are. And as always, thanks for watching. Hope you guys liked it. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!